It's the beginning of the year and most of us are working on our New Year's resolutions. Saving more, spending less and increasing earnings usually tops the list. For financial health and goal-setting advice, we're joined by psychologist and life strategist Ilze Alberts. Ilze, it's always a pleasure to speak to you. Happy New Year. 2020 was a tough year and we're still in the midst of the second wave of COVID-19. So maybe people decided amid all the uncertainty not to make any resolutions after all. But why is this exactly the time when we should be focusing on setting financial goals and making money-related resolutions?
Well, this is just another year. I know that we are entering it with a big COVID cloud hanging over many of us, but it doesn't mean that money is not important and life still continues, because fortunately most people do get through the COVID and get back to health. So this is for certain the time for you to make very congruent, very realistic, very tangible and measurable goals financially about what it is that you would love to achieve this year.
Of course, we have also seen a lot of people's livelihoods directly affected by COVID-19, and many people realize that it's very important to have some savings, a nest egg to get through those difficult months. So where do we start in terms of making financial resolutions?
It's a fantastic resolution to say, this year I am going to start saving. And you know, people get so scared by just the idea of saving some amount of money a month, because they say, I don't even have money for all my expenses. How on earth must I save money? But you are the most important person in your life. You, in fact, are your biggest, most valuable asset. And the first amount of money when you get your salary, or if you pay yourself a salary out of your own business, the first amount of money, actually, I would really highly recommend to be paid into a savings account. And you can start by saying, my first month I'm going to save, even if you start with 5%. And you open a savings account that is completely separate. You call it something like my special account, my savings account, my infinity account, my immortality account. There are many different words that you can call it. And you save 5% of your income in it. That money is still your money. It's going nowhere. Next month, you save 5% again. Now there's already a bit of money in that account, and through compound interest is starting to grow while you're sleeping. And every month you just add on. You can even start by 2.5%. And every 3 months you raise that percentage with a comfortable percentage, even if it is 1%. It's not only the ideal and the very empowered financial person will say, I will raise it in 3-month incrementals until I get to saving 50%.
Wow.
And it can take many years to get there. But by the time you have built up at least 1 month of your salary, you will see how much easier you sleep at night. When you've built up 2 months of your salary in that savings account, you will actually notice that you don't really get those unexpected bills anymore. When you have now saved 3 months of salary in your account, and some big nasty surprise happens, like there's a cut in jobs or a cut in salaries, you are not emotionally thrown in a deep, dark place about it, because you have your cushion to fall back on.
And of course, if we're making resolutions, Ilze, the most important thing to say is that once you've made that resolution, you have to have the commitment and the determination to follow it through. We always say implementation, implementation, implementation. Unfortunately, we've run out of time with you, but so great to speak to you. Thank you very much, psychologist and life strategist Ilze Alberts.